hello and welcome to Sage of Seven. I know it's been a while since my last video, but I've been super busy and I just wanted to let that last video kind of marinate there. And I've just been kind of, sitting back watching the news, seeing what's going on, and just, looking at things. And I've also, if you haven't noticed, I have something a little new here. I have a pendulum now. So I recently took up reading with a pendulum. I was very hesitant on doing it at first because basically, like, I've always been told that pendulums it's basically like a Ouija board. And I had to think of it. I was like, okay, even before that I was told tarot cards are like Ouija boards and pendulums too. It's really all the same. Now you probably won't see me messing around with the Ouija board just because it has that negative connotation, and I kind of have to bring myself out of that if I want to progress later on. But for now, I'm just sticking with this. But if you want me to do a video all about pendulums and how I use them in the different ways you can, I'll definitely do a video on that. Just make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you put in the description box below that you're interested in the pendulum reading. As usual, all of my videos, all of my readings are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. If you're interested in booking a reading with me or shopping my handmade gemstone jewelry or my bath products, my oils and my salts, that link is in the description box below. Let me not forget to put on my actual jewelry here. Some of this is actually in the shop as well. Or I'm going to be adding another one of these, I know for a fact. So I got this pendulum chart from the YouTube channel Yayo Botanica, Miss Limi. If I'm saying her name wrong, I deeply apologize. If I'm saying any names wrong, I apologize. But I definitely watch her channel. I consider her one of my spiritual mentors, even though it's virtual. I've learned so much from her videos. It's just great. But she has a pendulum chart. I'll put that in the description box below. It's free. You can download it if you're interested, if you like what you see from me doing this. But that's where I got this chart from as well. And it's a very good chart. I enjoyed it. Oh, did a UFO really crash in Las Vegas between April 30th and May 1st? I say it in between because they said it was like early in the wee hours of the morning, like 1 a.m.-ish. Was there really a crash in that family's yard? Are they telling the truth about that? The moon is reversed. Ace of Wands is upright as well. And then let's make sure y'all can see. 9 of Cups is upright as well too. So to me, that's like the guy that was reporting it. I don't remember his name, but he was the one that was on TikTok, I think. But to me, this is a yes. And then the moon card is reversed. So it was like, the moon card reverse talks about, it can be like chaos. It can be like a crazy event happening, something like that. This card was finna come out, so I'll take it. And then 6 of Swords is upright, it is reversed, as well. So that's telling me like this is like, it talks about not moving on, like a lack of movement. This is also the travel card for me. So when 6 of Swords is reversed and we're talking about travel, ships, to me, this is talking about a crash. That's what it's saying to me, because if you look right here, the vehicle, the vessel is here. And it's like, if you flip it upside down, it's crashing down. That's what it looks like. And then 4 of Pentacles is upright too. This talks about a stable person. This is talking about somebody that's telling the truth, basically. So I think they're being truthful when they're talking about a UFO crashing. But I'm going to ask my pendulum just to confirm. I like to use the pendulum as a confirmation. So let's see what the pendulum says. So far, it looks like they're telling the truth. But did a UFO really crash? Okay, we'll start on. Did a UFO really crash in Las Vegas? Was that family telling the truth? So it's going back and forth. So that's telling me, yes, they were telling the truth about what they saw. So that video that we all saw was real. So they were seeing something. Of course, it's grainy, but give me cards on NASA. What they talking about is a meteor. Are they telling the truth about that? About it being a meteor? The crash site? Is NASA telling the truth? Justice is reversed. No. They're not telling the truth about that. Let's ask the pendulum. I'm just incorporating it because I like to practice too. Is NASA telling the truth about that crash? So it's already going back and forth slightly and I'm not moving it. So that's telling me no. That's a no. They're not telling the truth. That was not a meteor. So I'm just gonna keep it for the next question. Did the family that called 911, did they really encounter aliens in their backyard? Back and forth, that's a yes. That whatever the little form that we saw in that video is, like, you can see somebody in those tractors. And if you've seen that video, there you can see figures behind the car and in the tractors. It's what they said it was. It is aliens. Let's see. Are the aliens that landed peaceful? So it's going back and forth, but it's slightly towards rephrase question. But my rephrase question is actually a circle, a clockwise circle, and then maybe can be counterclockwise as well, or slanted going that way. But it seems like they're pretty peaceful. Let's see here. Next question. Will the government ever admit that aliens are real? Will the US government or world governments ever admit? We have the Knight of Swords and then the Ten of Swords as well. So that Knight of Swords, to me, this talks about a race of arms, basically, weapons development. So, you know, humans can be very fearful. So this is making me think that instead of, you know, thinking that they're peaceful, this could be used as ammunition to go ahead and go on the defense. Instead of being logical and, you know, being spiritual and being of a higher consciousness, this is going to give them an excuse to go ahead and develop things like Space Force and, you know, go to war, basically. And then we have Six of Pentacles and imbalance of power. So don't be surprised. Like, these sightings are going to start happening more. But don't be surprised if all of a sudden more narratives are put out as far as trying to get us to fear. And then Queen of Wands reverse. This is someone that is very, they can be very domineering. They can be a jealous. So, you know, certain governments can be jealous of the technology that the aliens have. So they could be trying to develop their own to compete. But you can't compete where you don't compare. So if it comes down to a battle, we would lose. So that's not the ideal route to go down. Okay, if it's humanity versus an advanced alien civilization, we would lose, point blank period. At the growth rate that we are now and the consciousness that we are now, we would lose. So our world leaders better think twice about that. But that talked about that. They're going to try to keep that secret as long as possible. But will the government ever admit that aliens are real? Will the government ever admit that aliens are real? So it's a yes, back and forth. Like I'm saying, they're going to use this as an excuse to pour more money into the defense programs. Basically, it's just going to be an excuse. Be prepared for higher taxes to start building spaceships and start building Earth's defenses. That it's going to be used as an excuse to keep people in fear, basically. And what is it? What am I trying to say? Not rationalize, but it's going to be used as an excuse for contractors. You know, you already know who's going to profit from this. The contractors that are making the ships, making the defense systems and all this stuff like that. I mean, having defense systems is good, but when that type of power is in the wrong hands, you know, we don't want to set up for our own extinction because we scared and stuff like that. But show me, give me cards. This is the Starseed Oracle, I believe. Is it? I think that's what it is. Give me cards about that, about the alien race that crashed in that family's yard. Because if they were an aggressive race, they would have knocked out that whole family. You wouldn't have that video. So to me, the fact that, you know, they were hiding says a lot about their character and, you know, their temperament and, you know, how they go about things. Because let's be real, if they wanted to attack us, they could at any time. I mean, the fact that we're still here, living, breathing, and we have yet to have an alien invasion, alien attack speaks volumes. And some of these alien races have been here before us anyway. So, if anything, we're the aliens. If you watched my History of Humanity video. In part 2, I'm going to do part 2 again soon. But give me cards about that alien, about the alien race, about the aliens. What are they like? Give me cards about the aliens. That were, uh-oh. Cards went flying, I'll take them. So we have jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So this is like, so they're travelers. See, the person is going through the portal. So they were doing some type of travel. Star Brothers, Horse energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So to me, this is saying, this is like the we come in peace. So when I see this, you know, the Egyptians were very much scientists. They were very much researchers. They developed a lot of, you know, the scientific stuff, the mathematics stuff, you know, the language, the hieroglyphics. And, you know, some people say that I was influenced by aliens. Could be. But it's giving that type of energy, that type of, you know, scientific energy. And a higher conscious race as well. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So let me look at this. So to me, this is talking about, you know, the universe, there are no coincidences. And to me, this is God's way, if you want to say, or the universe's way of slowly introducing us to aliens and the concept that we're not alone in this universe. That's what I'm saying. More and more, you're going to hear about more sightings. We're going to see more videos of things. You know, the government is still going to try to gaslight you as long as they can until they can, you know, have their defense deals. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So this could talk about where they're from, possibly. So yeah, it's giving me a higher conscious beings. Like they could have technology where they're capable of healing people. You know, what am I trying to say? Medications or tech that's eons ahead of us. You know, it's not as robotic or program or code or AI as we are, but it's of a higher consciousness. And to me, this is waking everybody up. This is reminding us where we come from and that we're not alone. See, we've been made to forget. But deep down in the collective consciousness, we know what's going on. And then all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So to me, they were already here. This is telling me that they were coming back home from an expedition. That's what it's telling me. They were coming back. They went somewhere and they were coming back to home base. That's what I'm hearing, home base. And to me too, look at the circles. If you looked at those pictures that the police department took in Las Vegas, they said, I saw crop circles. To me, this is talking about the circles, the crop circles. So that's what that looks like. So they're peaceful, they're peaceful people. Well, not people, but they're peaceful beings. You know, I hate that that happened to them, but hopefully it won't happen again, you know, because I don't want anybody crashing, human or not, you know, I don't want anybody to get harmed, but, you know. So either way, I'm owed some money because I bet one of my friends that we would get proof that aliens exist and that, you know, the government would come out to admit it within 5 years. I bet them, how many years ago was that bet? That was about 2 years ago, I think, that I did that bet. What is 2023? It was 2 or 3 years ago. So we still got 2 to 3 years left on that bet, and I think I'm collecting my money soon because they can't lie forever at the end of the day. But this concludes the reading on the Las Vegas alien incident. As usual, anything stated was all legend for entertainment purposes only. Check out my website, sageof7.com, to book with me, or check out some of my jewelry that I have there. As usual, y'all be blessed.